What's up, people? Welcome to another edition of Talking Timepieces with Tony. You have a Rolex Daytona and you're stoked, but now you're looking for another Rolex. What's your next watch? I thank everyone who likes and subscribes and hits the bell notification. Comment. I answer questions, man. So let's roll the intro. If you're offended by funny shit, then skip the intro. All right. All right, before we get started, just do a quick wristwatch check. I have my trusty Submariner 124060 Rolex 41 Submariner. Love this watch. It's my favorite watch, so I love it. So I'm gonna answer. It's gonna be another Q&A type thing. So I like answering questions. If people have questions, sometimes it's easier for me to do a video on it than just type a long answer. So the question I have today is from Reza R or Reza R. Commented on my Submariner, beautiful piece with the emoji. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love it. Like I just stated, I have a steel Daytona, which I've been wearing daily for the past 6 years as my only watch. Now looking to add another model. I'm torn between the Submariner, Explorer, and Datejust 41. I know you have a Datejust 2, not a Datejust 2, but a Datejust as well, 41 millimeter. Plus I had 36 millimeters, which I no longer have. If you could only have one, which would I go for? Also, do you think it's versatile for everyday wear? Yeah, I mean, it depends also too. When you say you're going for an Explorer, you're going for an Explorer 1, 36 millimeter, black dial, oyster band, strap, bracelet, an Explorer 2, two-tone with a GMT. As far as the Datejust, again, that also, what are you looking for? As you know, we're talking a daily wear watch. Datejust with an oyster bracelet, a Jubilee bracelet, two-tone, fluted bezel, domed bezel. What about the dial? So let's talk about that for a minute. Okay, you already have the ultimate Rolex. You have a Daytona. I also know that when you commented again, when I said I was going to do a video on this, you stated how lucky you were to be able to walk into an AD with, I think you said, no purchase history, and you were able to get it. That even in 2017 was pretty extraordinary because they were extremely difficult to get in 2017. Not as difficult as it is now, but it was still very difficult. So whatever you did, said, or however it is, you must have made a really good impression because you got one. So wear it in good health, and you've been wearing it for the last 6 years. So congratulations on that. And just hang on to it, man. What did you pay for that? 2017? I don't know. How much were they in 2017? Like 10 grand, maybe? I mean, sell that thing for $30,000-$40,000 now. Not that you would, but knowing that you could, right? So as far as what you're saying here, between, you're looking at an Explorer or a Datejust or a Submariner. Let's chop it down a little bit here. You already have kind of the ultimate Rolex sport watch, don't you? So if I was going for, if I had a Daytona, now again, it just all really depends what I want. If I had a Daytona and I wanted a sub, then that's what I would get, or that's what I would strive for. If you're just torn between those ones, again, you're not really telling me as far as the Explorer goes, but it doesn't really matter. Essentially, what I would do is I would knock off the Submariner and the Explorer because you already have a sport watch, you already have a sport model. Why not try something a little bit different with the Datejust, or even an OP? You know what I mean? But I do like the Datejust as well because I do like the Cyclops lens on the Datejust. For some reason, with the Submariner, I prefer the smooth symmetrics of the clean dial with no date. However, if I had the one with the date on it, I certainly wouldn't complain. So In fact, I'm maybe getting a GMT Rolex. Of course, I will have the Cyclops on that, and that would be fine. So therefore, it would sort of offset each other. So I would definitely go with the Datejust. Is the Datejust an everyday wear watch? Of course it is, absolutely. I believe also your sub. It's like it's a 40 millimeter, and it's the 116500. Is that and I don't know if you have the black dial or the white dial, but you know that's just the ultimate size and the ultimate watch for as far as Rolex goes. You know what I mean? And so I would go with the Datejust. I would, if it was me as far as the Datejust. Okay, I just turned down an Explorer for my AD. He offered me an Explorer 136, and I was like, not, no, I'm not going to take it. And he also offered me a Datejust 41 two-tone with the Wimbledon dial on it. Now, I really want the Wimbledon dial, man. I really do. I love that watch. Partially, I'm a huge tennis fan, but with that, I'm pretty specific. With the Wimbledon dial, I definitely would prefer the fluted bezel and the two-tone Jubilee bracelet. The one he offered me was oyster bracelet two-tone with I believe rose gold and a domed bezel. So I turned that one down too. So but having said that, yeah, I mean your standard Datejust is a great everyday wear. OPs as well. So this is just a short video. I'm hoping that I answered your question, but I think that's what I would go for, the Datejust, just to change up your collection a little bit. You got a Daytona, you got a Datejust. The only thing those two have in common with what they are is they both are Rolex, and they both start with a D as far as the model numbers. Datejust, Daytona, Daytona, Datejust. Explorer, you can always pick one of those up another time. Or if you really want to sub, you can always go for one of those as well. You've already, like I say, you've got sport watches. Go with the Datejust or an OP. All right. Having said that, thanks for watching. Anyone else, please like and subscribe to my channel. As you know, this is a new channel as opposed to my last channel that got have problems. I have no access to it, and I cannot do any videos. So if you've seen any of my previous videos on my other channel, please come to this channel, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, or whatever you got to do, man. I appreciate it. I love all you guys, man. Thanks for the questions.